The future of the Baltimore Orioles. From laughingstock to potential playoff contenders, inside the Baltimore Orioles' epic turnaround. Get ready to dive deep into the future of this exciting team that's determined to break their playoff drought. With stiff competition and high expectations, all eyes are on the Orioles after the sensational opening day performance, featuring Adley Rutschman's record-breaking 5-for-5 performance. We're going to take an exclusive inside look at the Baltimore Orioles' remarkable resurgence and find out if their rebuild is finally paying off. So without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. Let's take a look at some of the Orioles' top players on this roster. When it comes to the Baltimore Orioles, there's no denying that their lineup is stacked with young talent. In fact, every single player on their starting lineup is 28 years old or younger, except for Adam Frazier. This fact alone speaks volumes about the potential this team has for the future. With such a young roster, the best is yet to come for these players, and the possibilities are endless. One player who's been making waves on Baseball's America Top 100 list is Gunnar Henderson, and it's no wonder why. This guy is an absolute monster at the plate, with MLB ranking him as both the best pure hitter and the best power hitter. At only 21 years old and already playing in the majors, Henderson is a force to be reckoned with. At the end of last season, he proved his ability to conquer fastballs, hitting an impressive .322 average. And he's not fooled by the breaking balls either. Henderson's plate discipline is out of this world for someone so young. With his incredible talent, Henderson is just getting started, and his potential is sky high. Then there's Adley Rutschman, one of, if not the top catcher in the MLB, and a superstar in the making. Rutschman is already making history, becoming the first catcher since at least 1901 to hit 5-for-5 on opening day. His incredible skills both at the plate and behind it have people already questioning if he could be the AL MVP this year. Rutschman has a real knack for handling and getting to know his pitcher, and he knows exactly how to call a game and give his team the edge. All in all, Rutschman is the obvious leader on this team, and with top players like Henderson and Mullins in the lineup, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. But let's not forget about the other solid offensive talent on this team. Ryan Mountcastle, Anthony Santander, and Ramon Urias are just a few of the players who have the potential to be solid pieces on this team. And while it's easy to get caught up in the young talent and exciting future of this team, it's also really important to recognize the talent that's already at the MLB level. The Orioles have a lot more going for them than some may realize, and with a mix of young and experienced talent, they're poised to make some serious noise in the league. Let's take a deep look at their prospects, who look spectacular. The Baltimore Orioles are about to take the league by storm in the up-and-coming years. With a roster bursting at the seams with young talent, including 8 top 100 prospects, the most in the MLB, this team is poised for greatness. And we're not just talking about a few good players, we're talking about potential monsters of the game. Colton Cowser, the number 5 overall pick in 2021, mashed his way through the minors last year, finishing the year at AAA with a combined .895 OPS, 21 home runs, and 25 stolen bases. It's a matter of when, not if, he makes his way to Baltimore this summer. Jackson Holliday is another player who's showing off his impressive skills during spring training and has his sights set on joining the majors in just a few years, following the footsteps of Rutschman and Henderson. Imagine a lineup with Holliday, Rutschman, and Henderson. It's a recipe for baseball domination. The Baltimore Orioles are looking stacked with talent in every position, from Colton Cowser, a power-hitting outfielder, to Jackson Holliday, a lightning-fast shortstop, and the pitching duo of DL Hall and Grayson Rodriguez. This duo is ready to strike out any batter that dares to step up to the plate. During his time in the minors, Rodriguez boasted an impressive 2.47 ERA, with high strikeout rates and limited opponent contact, even at the AAA level. In Rodriguez's debut on the 5th, he was pretty good, registering 5 strikeouts in 5 innings in a 5-2 loss to the Rangers. He didn't walk anyone, but he did give up a game-losing 2-run homer. We'll see how he continues to progress. DL Hall is another highly talented prospect with remarkable skills as a left-handed pitcher, boasting an impressive 4-pitch arsenal. His four-seam is solid, but it's his changeup, slider, and curveball that are truly lethal. He's an exceptional pitcher and a rarity among lefties. The only question is whether he has what it takes to be a starter in the majors, as control and command could be an issue. However, he's versatile enough to fill any role, and he could potentially make a great reliever. If he can refine his sequencing and improve his command, he has the potential to become an outstanding starter at the major league level. Regardless of his role, he'll undoubtedly be an asset to the Orioles. And that's not all. Prospects like Heston Kjerstad, Jordan Westberg, Connor Norby, Joey Ortiz, and Kobe Mayo all have appeared on various top 100 prospect lists, and they all have the potential to develop into superstars and make an impact in the majors as early as 2023. Samuel Basallo is another big-name minor league player that's not on this list, but he's definitely a big-name prospect. This Orioles team has the potential to make significant trades without depleting their prospect pool, adding even more talent to their already impressive roster. This team is young, hungry, and ready for the best of the best in the MLB. So get ready for some serious excitement. The Baltimore Orioles are the team to watch, and they're taking us all along for the ride. Is the rebuild over? What's next for this team? Baltimore's on the rise and poised to make some serious waves in the coming seasons. While they still have some holes to fill, particularly in their pitching rotation, there's reason to be optimistic. Right now, the rotation is looking a little shaky, with Kyle Gibson, Dean Kramer, Cole Irvin, Kyle Bradish, and Tyler Wells holding down the fort. But don't fret, because there's some fantastic prospects waiting in the wings, including DM Halls and Grayson Rodriguez, who can make their way up to the rotation full-time by the end of this year. Add in a solid bullpen and you're looking at the potential for a top 15 pitching team in baseball, maybe not this year, but definitely next. One of the biggest names in this bullpen is Felix Bautista, who's a monster on the Orioles. During his rookie season in 2022, he was insane, pitching with a 2.19 ERA and a whip below 1 at .93. He recorded a whopping 88 strikeouts in just 65 innings. If he continues to build on his success from last season, he has all the potential to become one of the best closers in all of baseball. It may seem like a big prediction, but after seeing what he did in his rookie year, it's definitely a real possibility. Here's where things get really interesting. The Orioles have one of the most well-rounded offensive teams in baseball, which is a huge plus. If they can continue to develop their current crop of prospect pitchers and get them to the majors this season, specifically Rodriguez and Hall, while also making a trade for a solid starter in the future, then this team could be in a really good place overall. With a strong offense, promising pitchers, and a solid bullpen, there's a very good chance that this team could become a contender in the 2024 season. And with that, it's very safe to say that their rebuild is either over or very close to it. Keep your eyes on this team, folks. They're going places. Moving on, is them making the playoffs this season a possibility? Let's break it down. With the new schedule format for the season, this year's MLB season is shaping up to be a real nail-biter, especially for the Orioles. After a long playoff drought, the question on everyone's lips is whether they can finally break through and make it to the postseason. The key to their success lies in the performance during April and June, where they'll be facing off against teams with below .500 projections, the perfect opportunity to gain some momentum. But come July, things get serious and the schedule becomes seriously tough. Can the Orioles rise to the challenge and prove that the rebuild's over? My prediction for this year's team is a strong one, with a potential for 82 to 87 wins. But it all depends on how they start the season and whether they can capitalize on those first few months. July and August will be the ultimate test as the competition heats up and the pressure mounts. If the Orioles can come out swinging and maintain the momentum throughout the summer, then they'll be in with a really good shot at the playoffs. The stage is set, the schedule's tough, and the Orioles are ready to make their mark. Do you think they have what it takes to break their playoff drought? That's all we have on the Baltimore Orioles for today. I'd love to hear your opinions on how long you think until this team becomes a real playoff caliber team, and what it will take to get there. Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, you'll also like our top ROTY candidates, where we talk about the rookies this season. See y'all there.